Can you guys hear me? All right. Hopefully I'm audible. Am I audible? Am I audible? Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's get through this quick. We're going to walk through, look at the market, see what's happening, if there are opportunities and whatnot in there. And then we call it a night. All right. That's what this is. All right. So we'll do a quick walkthrough of the various markets. And then we'll call it at night, right? All right. So, but then hold on, guys. Let me first forward this to some few WhatsApp groups to let people know that we are live. Yeah. Yeah. Let me forward this to some few. This to some few WhatsApp groups to let people know that we are live. Let's take a look at this quick from all right. Okay, all right. Can you guys hear me? I want to see a comment in there. If you guys can hear me, let's go ahead. Let's do this. All right. So we'll run through, from top to down, right? It's going to be from top to down. So top to down. See what's happening. I'm just going to run through. I don't have time to do why this and why that. I'm just going to see and put in where if I was trading, the opportunities that I see out there, right, from different time frame. And if you have been here, you're part of my students. You know that when it comes to currencies, as I'm starting from the currency side. When it comes to currencies, we deal with the high time frames. What that means is that we only deal with the 4 hours, 2 hours, time frame. Occasionally, we might look at maybe 1 hour time frame, but if you are part of Trade Without Tears Academy, you know that it's only the high time frames that carries weight, right? It's only the high time frames that carries weight. So welcome, guys. We're looking ahead for the week of October 5th, right? This week, right? Week of October 5th. So we're looking at first we're looking at the EURUSD. I already see some 2 hour time frame opportunities out here, and then a 4 hour opportunity as well. So let's first look at the 2 hour time frame. I think the 4 hour time frame, right? So I see this 4 hour time frame opportunity out here. I'm just going to put it out here quick, and then we'll move on to the next one, right? We don't waste time here. All right. So I see a 4 hour opportunity out here. I don't know where to put this, right? So on the 4 hour time frame, I see an opportunity for a short opportunity, right? And the entry price that I see is going to be 1.790. And then exit price is going to be 1.1805, right? 1.1790, and then exit price is going to be 1.1805. TP, your profit target is going to be trade management. If you are part of this school, this academy, that is where you see a formation. That is where you should target as your profit target, right? The previous week, we analyzed and did this analysis over here that, you know, we were going to go long on here, and our entry price was 1.16491, 16419, and 491, and an exit is going to be 1.16288 or so. Yes, and it came in, you know, price action came in today, that demand zone, pick up of order, and then rally all the way up. So if you took this trade, you should be in massive profit, right? You should be in massive profit. And if you're still holding on to that trade, then I don't know. By now you should be out, right? I see a lot of, you know, different consolidation and price action over here. So, you know, but essentially you should have made some good money from this trade, because where we did our analysis, it came in, pick up our orders, and rallied all the way up, right? So you should have made some money. So if the market, so what I see over here for the 4-hour time frame, if the market was going to go up all the way up here, this is where I will likely want to short the market, right? 1.17 as the entry, 990, 950 or 952, 951, you know, wherever you want to take this from is good. But this is going to be where I'll short it from. And then of course, so let me pick up my short 2 over here. And I'm going to go ahead and put in, put in our short, put in a trade, right? I'm going to go ahead and put in a trade quick over here. So you guys know what I'm talking about, right? This is our 4-hour short opportunity, right? I'm going to go ahead and put in a trade. I'm going to risk $100 on this, right? I'm going to risk $100 on this. And that's it. Boom. Our trade is in. There's a 2-hour opportunity as well that is sitting right here. There's a 2-hour opportunity that is sitting, it's sitting right there somewhere. Let's check that also up. So what that means is that with this 4-hour trade, there is also another 2-hour opportunity sitting right there as well. And that 2-hour opportunity is the entry price is let me edit this over here. This one was for maybe the previous week or so. I see a 2-hour opportunity sitting right there. For those of you who are interested in taking that 2-hour opportunity trade, you can do that, right? If you're interested in taking that 2-hour opportunity, let me set it right here. All right. So there's a 2-hour opportunity trade, right here. Let me expand on this a little bit here. Okay. All right. So that's visible. Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's pick up our supply zone and bring it all the way. I'm going to take it from this wick over here, right? It's almost overlapping on the 4-hour zone, right? So that means if this first zone does not hold, there's a 2-hour opportunity also sitting right there, right over 1.1. Let's do this quick, guys. I want to be out here. 703, and exit is going to be 1.18197. 9718. You can even do 1.1820. You can even pick it up from there, right? So there's a 2-hour opportunity sitting right here, right? So that is 2 setups. That is 2 setups. And of course, we have one sitting also at the top, but that's not what we want to concentrate on now. We just want to focus on what is close by, right? So 2 opportunities. I have 2 opportunities right here. There's a 4-hour short opportunity, and there's a 2-hour short opportunity as well. They are all good. If price action was to go in and blow through, get through this zone and go to the 2-hour zone, you can take that as well. If I was taking, honestly, I will take the 2-hour zone, because that is where right from there, there's distance in there for it to go to the other one. So, but it depends on you. It depends on your trade purpose and style. All right. Let's see. Depends on your trade purpose and style. But that's where I see, the next opportunity out there. As far as, going long and buying something, we already, chewed up this demand zone over here. We already make some money from this last week. The next one is going to be somewhere down, but our concentration is going to be somewhere down here, but it's far away. Price action is far away from us, so let's not waste time. All right, so that is the two opportunities right there, right, for the Euro USD. I've given you guys 4-hour and the 2-hour opportunities sitting right there. All right, and here are the coordinates. And again, always use proper risk management. Always use proper risk management. All right, let's go to the USDJPY. Let's see and look at what we can find on the USDJPY. All right. So on the USDJPY, it looks like when the market opened, it's open with a gap, right? You guys know what a gap means, right? You guys know. I want everybody, if you're watching this, I want you to type in the comment section, gap. We love gap. Gap is like our A+ setup, right? A+ setup. Gap. I want you guys to type in the comment section on the YouTube, gap. Everybody type gap. That's our A+ setup, right? A+ setup. Okay, all right. So for the USDJPY, what I see is right here. Okay. What I see is right here. There's a 4-hour, there's a 4-hour sell or short opportunity. We can short the market. Since the market opened with a gap, it's getting close to that, zone. So we might want to go ahead, we want to go ahead and put in a trade, right now, right? So the entry, let me stick this right here so that you guys can see it. So the entry, it's a 4-hour, short opportunity. Yeah, it's a 4-hour short opportunity right here. So the entry price is going to be, you can take it 150.49 or 48, 150.48, and then the exit price is going to be 150.95, 94. Again, when you put in your trade, if you put in your short tool, you may want to give some little room for stop loss, right? This is going to be your stop loss. So you may want to give in some little room for your stop loss, right? For your stop loss. And guys, go ahead. I want you guys to go ahead and share the YouTube link on your statuses, put it on your statuses, right? Let's share this, so we might want to give a little room for our stop loss a little bit. So I'll go ahead. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and create a limit order for that. Again, all this trade, I'm just putting on $100, right? All right. So that is it for the USDJ, the story of USDJPY as well. It depends on you guys. If you want to, spread out your stop loss a little bit, push it a little bit, further out. But that is what I see. This is a beautiful, explosive, drop right here. Beautiful, explosive drop, and where the market open, it's almost getting close to that, right? I see the market open over here. It's almost getting close to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in a trade, for that, right? So here is it for the USDJPY 4-hour time frame. The entry, the exit, and of course, where you want to target your profit. And of course, anytime, use proper risk management, right? Use proper risk management. Make sure that this fits your trade style and purpose. If it's not a currency that you trade, go ahead and skip. If it's a currency that you trade, then hey, go ahead. I've said this and I've said it over and over that you're not going to win a battle that you refuse to fight, right? If you are scared of putting a trade, then you're not going to make money, right? You can't make money if you're scared of putting a trade, right? You can't make money. So go ahead and putting a trade. I'm putting a trade on some other side on other accounts that I have. We'll go ahead and put a trade because hey, I spend money every day, so you got to make money every day, right? Okay, all right. So that's the story of the USDJPY over here. The story of USDJPY. Let's go ahead and put that trade in. For demand, it's far away. I see that the demand is far away. As a matter of fact, if we wanted to take a trade on the demand, we will use the gap, right? It's our A+ setup. You guys already know it from our training. All right. Okay. So that's the story for the USDJPY. That's going to be our trade for the USDJPY. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, we don't waste time. GBPUSD. All right. Let's take a look at the story of GBPUSD. Okay, all right. Let's take a look at the story of GBPUSD. What is happening on GBPUSD? So I'll look at the 4-hour time frame. Look at the 2-hour time frame as well. Let's see if we can find some sell opportunity right here. Okay. It's gonna put this on my status. Forgot to do that. Let me do that real quick. Okay, all right. So on the story on the GBPUSD, there is I can see. Let's come back to the 4-hour time frame. Of course, that's what I said. We only look at the the 4-hour time frame because the 4-hour time frame is what carries weight. All right. So let's look at it from here. Okay. All right. So I see opportunities, some sell opportunity. I think we analyzed this from our midweek. I actually put it on our grid, and price action came right in there. So if you took it, you guys have made some serious money. Serious money from this, right? This was on our grade, right? This was on our grade for Wednesday. Yeah, this was on our grade for Wednesday. So if you took this, if you took this one on Wednesday, it came right in, and you should have made some huge profit. Let me check on this profit over here. Let me see. This is I'm just gonna throw something in there. There's almost about 4. I can see over here, 4 to 3.72. So 3. So let's say almost 4 to 1 reward, right? So if you took this was in there. This trade right here was in there. I added this on Wednesday, right? So if you took this from the grade on as it was updated on Wednesday, this is massive profit for you, right? It's massive profit. All right. So that was our GBPUSD, trade, right there, from what you call it, from Wednesday. So if you took it, good for you. Good for you. Yeah, if you took it, good for you. Let's see if yeah, I can see another opportunity right here as well. All right, so this can be another opportunity right here. So the next opportunity that I see, could be it could be this one over here. And of course, even the gap over here is also another opportunity as well, right? The gap is also another opportunity over here as well. So, you know, because when you take a look at this gap over here, that means we can fill in with the red, you know, you know, with the red candle over here. So that represents another opportunity as well that we can look at. But I'll rather concentrate on the previous zones. I think it's still valid and it can still hold us down, right? The previous zone can still hold us down. So there are about 3 zones over here, right? Depending on your trade style and purpose, you can actually take a look at it. You can take a look at it. So there is was it a 2 hour? Did we find that it was on a 1 hour? Okay, it was on a 1 hour. Okay. Yeah. So this one right here, let me go ahead and put it here. So 1 hour short opportunity over here. Entry. Let's do this quick entry. Price. Exit price. TP. And use proper risk management all the time, guys. Use proper risk management. All right. So entry price for this one, the 1 hour time frame one, is going to be 1.34964, right? And exit, you know, you just have to give a buffer, right? You just have to give a buffer you just have to give a buffer on where, you know, you want to put your stop loss. So a little bit above, you know, a little bit above, you know, let's say the exit price, a little bit above the exit price. So we're gonna put a little bit of room over there. Let's give it a little bit of room. And then so let's say 1.35113, right? Of course, trade management, you know, profit use trade management in there. All right. So that is another opportunity right here. And then there's another when the market open with a gap, there's another opportunity right here. So there are 2 opportunities that are right here. And of course, like I said, if you took the trade that was on updated on Wednesday in our midweek, I updated it on midweek as well on our grade. You know, there's opportunity that I put out there for it was a 4 hour opportunity that was out there as well. You should have made some good money, right? You should have made this one. That's what I'm talking about. This one. So that's you know, I see that it came through, picked it up, dropped all the way down, you know, came all the way down here. So you should have made some good money, you know, with that from our midweek, you know. I don't know where to put this one. Let me put it right here, right? So this is a 1 hour, you know, zone, right? This is a 1 hour zone. Okay. This right here is this 1 hour zone over here. And then we have another one sitting right here. Let me also put a coordinate for that one too, you know, somewhere here. So there's another 1 hour opportunity as well. So we have 2 short opportunity for GBPUSD, for GU, right? For short. So entry price and exit price. And then for TP, use proper risk management, MGT. That's what we are looking at for the week. This one looks like this one might hit very soon in the next couple of hours, right? This one looks like it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit in the next few hours, right? It's getting close. As I'm talking, I can see the you know, the movement. It's coming up to that zone, all right? So 2 opportunities that are out here, right? This one, right? This one over here, and then this one down here. Okay, all right. So that's the story for the GBPUSD. Depending on your trade style and purpose, right? Can go ahead and put something in. If this zone right here does not hold, then my next thing, I will rather do this one. I'll rather target this one over here. Yeah, I'll rather target the second one in the middle over here. Okay, so let me go ahead and put in a short opportunity for this one. Go ahead, put in a short opportunity for this one. Rixing $100, right? $100. Okay, all right, boom. That's it. It's done. I've got so many things moving out here. All right, so two opportunities that are right here. If you want to take the one that is close, you can go ahead and do that. If it fits your trade style and purpose, that's totally up to you, right? You didn't make that decision. All right, let's go to the next one, guys. We don't have time. The next one, let's take a look at what's happening with AUDUSD, right? AUDUSD. Is there anything that we can look at for AUDUSD? All right, let me start from the daily. Let me look at what's happening with this one. Let me look at what's happening with this one, and then let's see. Oh, this one was, what week was that? I think there was a week we did some analysis. It was on it, and look at that. Came right through our supply zone. We shot the market. Market came all the way down. Ooh, this one is big. This one is big profit, right? Okay, all right. So, what's the story for AUDUSD? Okay. Mm. I'm looking at where price action is right now. The nearest, supply and demand zones that we can trade. Okay. Let me see how it's looking on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, all right. Guys, like you have been taught in training, always go back and check out, how things are looking somewhere, right? Let's always go back. Let's go back. All right, so the story of the AUD USD, the Australian dollar USD. I'm looking at something over here. Okay, all right. So I'm looking at something over here for that's the story for the AUD USD, AUD USD, AUD USD. That's the story for the AUD USD. Let's take a look here. The price was to go up. Let's see also the nearest supply as well. Look at the 4 hour. Let's see. How about the daily? So I'm looking at, the daily as well. This one looks kind of interesting. Yeah, this one looks kind of interesting. Um, it looks very, very interesting right here. Okay, all right. So the story of the AUD USD, so let me put the coordinate over here quick, So AUD USD for a shorting opportunity is going to be a daily time frame, right? So daily short opportunity for AUD USD, all right, and the entry. I see what has happened over here. All right, the entry price and then the exit price. Of course, TP and use proper Rex and GT. If that's what you trade, right? If this is for you, if you love AUD USD, the AUD is backed by commodity, right? It's backed by some good commodities out there, gold and other things. So Australian dollar is very strong, very stable. But if I was going to trade this, that's the closest I see on the daily. On the daily, so 0.66949. The exit is going to be, so the exit, I have to bring the short 2 over here to see something. Let's check it out. Okay, all right. So exit is going to be around 0.67362. Right. Profit, target, TP, TM, trade management. Right? You did make that determination. That's if this come through for you. All right. So that's a story for the AUD USD, and if price was to rally down as well, I've shown you guys where we'll likely take it as well if price was to come down, but it's really far away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alert, right? I've put an alert over here that hey, if price comes closer to this demand zone, let me know. Let me know if price comes to this demand zone. Let me know. There are other opportunities also here as well, apart from the daily. The daily zone that the daily zone that I put in, and that zone it's already tested a little bit, but it's still kind of interesting. As you guys can see, it's already tested a little bit, but it's still kind of interesting. All right, but if price was to come down, I put an alert. I put an alert down here that let me know when price is coming down. I'm interested in this. Right, this is where all this move started. This is the origination for all this move that we see over here. This move that broke, the opposing zone. So I'm interested in that. But let me know. I put an alert. Let me know when price come a little bit close to that. I'm interested in that. But if you want to take the short opportunity, but this is really far, guys. This is really, really far. As a matter of fact, if we drill down and do look at some good analysis, we might even find, and this one looks also kind of interesting. I might even find something, even down here as well. But I would like to take it on the high time frame. I really would want to take it on the high time frame. This is a good looking, opportunity as well. Yeah, this is a good looking opportunity as well. If you want to take that, I'm just going to call it out. Entry is 0.66485, and then exit is 0.66604. That is the exit. for that. That's a good, opportunity as well to take for the AUD USD, right? We'll come back midweek to review this. All right, moving on, guys. Let's get going, guys. There's so many, trades that we can look at. But let's look at the USD card. All right. So USD card. What's the story here for the USD card? All right. So let's look at the USD card. Last week, we already have a buy set up. I think, yeah. This was very interesting, right? This is very interesting. So last week, we analyzed this, 2 hour, buy limit, buy limit opportunity over here for the USD card. Price actually came right there into that zone, and guess what? Order did not get filled. Village people are here. Price actually came right there. And village people are here, right? They didn't get our order filled. This would have been massive profit, right? Let me take a look at it. This is massive profit. This could have been a good profit for us, right? Look, it's went all the way up. Can you imagine? And went all the way up here, right? Can you imagine that? And our trade, that would have been almost, hold on, it's still going. This is big, right? That would have been massive. But for some reason, that's what happens sometimes. For some reason, our order did not get filled. We put in their trade. Our analysis was right there. I can see that it tapped it, right? It was a quick tap, over here, and then it rallied up. Look at that. It went all the way up, right? There's a massive profit. So for some reason, our order did not get filled. Wow. Our order did not get filled. So that's the story for the USD card. Yeah, that's the story for the USD card. Hopefully, hopefully, that's the story for the USD card. But yeah, we don't give up. Yeah, we don't. We will not give up, right? We will not give up. Yeah, we will not give up. We were right. We were right with our analysis. Just that our order did not get filled for some reason, right? For some reason, our order did not get filled, and I see that there was another opportunity over here. Price already tapped into that and then moved up already. I see that. Okay, all right. So what's the next opportunity over here? Let me take a look at the 4 hour and see, but now what price is doing. Just gonna sit on our hands, guys. We're just gonna sit on our hands and wait, right? Just gonna sit on our hands and wait. There's a 4 hour opportunity that is sitting right here at the very top, right? We've got something that is sitting right here at the top. And there was another opportunity on our trade grid as well. I think that already should have hit by now. Yeah, we got something that was on our trade grid. Something was on our trade grid, and I think that already hit. And maybe it should be in profit as well. Yeah, I just didn't mark the zones, down here. But yeah, if you took it, you should be in and still riding. But for now, I don't really see anything interesting. For now, I don't see anything interesting for now. On the 4 hour and the 2 hour, I don't see anything interesting. I don't see anything interesting for now. This zone was good, and it already tapped into that zone. This one over here. Yeah, It was good, and then you guys can see the reason why. Explosive rally, right? Explosive and great looking rally, and it meets this one meet will fit into our trade style and purpose and what we look for, right? And it was not tested yet. It was looking fresh. The timing is good. Everything it meets all our our boosters, right? It meets everything, but it's already tapped in, right? So we cannot take already chewed gum, right? You guys already know, all right? So yeah, that opportunity is already gone. Let me see when this happened. That was on Friday. Okay, all right. So that was on Friday. So for now, we're just going to sit on our hands and wait, right? We're just going to sit on our hands and wait. Somebody will say, is this trade down here, the one that we took, still good? I would say yes. We're still hold on to it. I'm going to set an alarm, an alert. I'm going to set an alert over here and wait for price. If price actually comes down, I'm going to be monitoring how it is coming down, right? The arrival is always very important, guys. The arrival is going to be very important, and how it's going to affect or impact our profit, potential, our profit potential. So the arrival is very important for us. We want to know, we want to see how it arrives into our zone, right? How that arrives into our zone. We want to be, we really want to be interested in that, right? Before X8, X7. Um, yeah, we really we really want to see the arrival. We want to see how that is looking, for the arrival. All right. So that's the story for the USD card. All right, moving on, guys. We've got a lot to look at, right? All right. So look at that. Look at what is happening with EURUSD as well. Um, so that's what the market, all the time. If you review it, you look at it, and there's no opportunity. Move on, move on. Let's move on, right? Let's take a look at the Euro JPY. This is the Euro JPY. Let's look at the story on Euro JPY over here. Um, wow, this is a huge gap. It's a huge gap over here. All right. So what's the story of the Euro JPY? Let me look at the daily first. Wow. So the Euro JPY. Okay. All right. Let's get a 4-hour time frame. Look at the 4-hour time frame over here. Wow. This is a massive move here. This is a huge gap. Okay. All right. So on the Euro JPY, when I started the Euro JPY, Euro Japanese yen, um, hmm, of course, if price was to come down, Where we will want to, go long will be our A plus setup, where the gap, started. Um, yeah, that'll be where, let's go ahead and put in something. That'll be where we'll be willing to take a trade. Um, you guys already know that, right? You know, we'll be willing to, take a trade, right? Um, where we'll be willing to go long. What tool am I looking for? Okay. So it's really looking good on the 2 hour time frame. I see that move on the 2 hour time frame right here, right? So when the market opened, boom, Sunday evening took it all the way up. All right. So, if we want to go long, right, with it, we'll wait for the pullback, the retest. That is where we will want to go long with this, right? And so, what is the coordinate for this one? This is a 2 hour long buy limit, right? Entry price, exit price, TP, use proper breaks, MGT. All right. So here, entry price, where we want to go long, but price is really far away. I just want to put this over here just for you guys. But price far away. I'm just going to set an alert. We'll set alert somewhere here. So that point price is coming, it will let me know. But if we're going to put in a trade, who knows? Things can change overnight, different things. Hey, things can happen. Sometimes, we can have, how the market moves. There's always an impulsive correction in that order, right? So who knows? By the time we wake up, right? Okay, who knows? 173.205, right? And 172.907. All right, that is going to be the story for the EURUSD. All right, EURUSD is going to be the story for that. Okay, all right, AUDJPY. The market opened in a gap, way above. We had a 2 hour time frame zone sitting right there, and the market opened way above that, right? The market opened, I can see the market open way above that. Okay, all right. So what is the story here? Let's look at the story here. What we can look at. Okay. Wow, this momentum is strong. AUD is AUDJPY. Yeah, it's AUDJPY. So on the AUDJPY, what are we looking at? Hmm. There was the 4 hour. We had a 4 hour on our grid. We had a 4 hour trade somewhere. I think the entry was 98.41. Hold on, let me take a look at it from this side. There was something sitting somewhere. Yeah, we had a trade somewhere. Yeah, there's something somewhere here that we can look at. All right. So AUDJPY, AUDJPY. Um, okay, so price tap into yeah, so price tap in here, price tap a little bit in here, and then and the market open with a gap. Yeah, the market open right here with a gap. All right. Yeah, so I love I love this opportunity right here. I'm just trying to see the time that this formed, whether it was a good time or not, for the AUD Japanese. I kind of like it. I kind of like it over here. Mm, yeah, price action is right in there. There's another opportunity right here, but it looks like price action is right in there. But what does that mean? We can take a confirmation entry, right? If price action is right in there, we can definitely take a confirmation entry. But that zone was tested, way back. Wow, way back, like somewhere, January something, January 25th, right? That zone got tested. And so what does that mean? That zone is weak. If it has already been tested, it's already weak, right? It's not a good zone. But there's one sitting, right here. There's one sitting right here. And we can even stretch it a little bit even to pick up this one as well, right? And it's 99.56 and 131 10.319 and 99.56. Yeah, that looks good to me. Yeah, that really looks good to me. So if we're going to short the market it's already close by, it's already close in there. That is a 4 hour zone. So let's say if I put in 100, right? Coordinate is going to be 4 hour, 4 hour time frame, entry price, exit price, PT, is proper. All right. So entry for that. I have to look at the time that it formed, the time that zone formed again. But entry is going to be 99.56, and exit is going to be 100.561 as well. So that's the story for the let's go past this quick. AUDJPY, right? Price is almost there. As a matter of fact, it's almost pushing up, there. All right. So that is story for the AUDJPY. Price almost there. Okay. All right. Yeah. That story for the AUDJPY. And if we were going to go long, we wanted to look for opportunity to go long as well. Then you guys already know it, right? Our A plus setup. Let me look at the lower time frame, maybe 2 hour time frame, and see how that looks like. Maybe let's look at the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, so if we're going to go long as well, but then this might be where this is going to be where we will be targeting or we'll be looking at. I'm just going to put an alert over here that let me know when price is getting close in here, right? I'll look at the arrival to see how that impacts on my profit potential or my profit, target or something like that before I put in a trade. But for now, I'm just going to put in that sell limit and wait for what happened. We'll wait for that here. All right. Let's take a look at the USD chef. We were in profit last week for the USD chef, right? We took this trade over here, and it's still running. Came all the way down here, down here somewhere here 0.7937928, and it began rallying up again. But you should have made some money, good money. I made some good money from this one, last week also for the USD chef, right? So if you took it, you know what I'm talking about, right? We analyzed this last week. All right. And then this week, right, today, how things are looking like. Okay, let me look at it daily. Okay. All right. It's a daily. All right. And then we have the daily. Take a look at a 4 hour time frame and see if there's anything better over here, right? 4 time frame. Wow, it's already 1 hour. It's, that's why I'm feeling sleepy already. But if you want to sleep, while men slept, right? While men slept, how are you going to make money? Mm-hmm. All right. So the 4 hour time frame. Let's see. 4 hour. If price was to come up, we already have a 4 hour time frame here. I'm just going to put in a alert, right? Yeah. We already have we already analyzed this the previous week, and we already put in something. So for now, I don't see anything interesting over here. Okay, well, let me check something here. 7 9. For now, for a short opportunity for us to short the market, well, on the USD share, I don't see anything interesting apart from this one that is sitting over here at the top. All right, which I've already given you guys, here for long, for buy, right? For a buy opportunity. Maybe, yeah, maybe this looks good for a buy opportunity. All right, so let me bring this up here. I like what I'm seeing here. All right. Yeah, this one is very close too, right? This one's very close, right? Um, so that's the USD chef. Okay, this one's very close. All right, so we want to go long. I like this. It's likely price action might drop down and come into the zone right even before we wake up, right? Or it should be very close. It should be very close. And you guys, the USD chef is very notorious, right? Notorious for liquidity sweep. Very notorious for liquidity sweep. So make sure that you have enough gap for your stop loss. The USD chef is notorious for liquidity sweep. So I'm going to go ahead and put a trade $100, right? So here we go. So 4-hour time frame, right? For 4-hour time frame, USD chef, USD Swiss franc entry price, exit price. TP, all right, use proper risk management. Okay, so entry price I'm looking at over here is where is it? It's down here. All right. So entry price I'm looking at over here is 0.79257. All right. And exit price is going to be 0.79132. All right. So that's the story for the USD chef. Right. That's it for the USD chef, guys. That's the story for the USD chef, right? And like I said, USD chef is very notorious for liquidity, liquidity sweep. So make sure you have enough room for your stop loss, right? Hopefully, by the time we wake up, this would have dropped all the way, come into our, pick up our orders down here. This is where our order is sitting. Pick up order and then go all the way up, right? This is going to be how we will make money. It will come all the way down here, boom, 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 and then hit it up, and then go all the way up, right? For us, for us to make money, right? So that is what we are expecting. We're expecting this reaction over here. This is the current price where it is. But it come down, pick up our orders, and then go all the way up. All right, that's the expectation right here. So that's the USD chef here. The story of the USD chef. Anything else over here interesting? Nothing, nada. All right, let's go to the Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Wow, this is also getting close as well. So for the Euro AUD, we have something that is already sitting in there waiting. All right, we have a 4-hour opportunity. There's a 4-hour opportunity right here, right? 4 opportunity right here. So, wow, what do? We don't do anything. We sit on our hands and wait, right? So there's a 4-hour long that we already analyzed. That price action is now working its way down. Hopefully, by the time we wake up, it would have made its way down here, pick up our orders, and then rally up, right? That's what we expected to do, right? We've already made money, for this one, right? That was last week. We're expecting it to short the market. And we did an analysis over here for the 4-hour short, and it came right there, as you guys can see, and then tap in, boom, for us, right? Right here. Where is my yeah, you can see over here, it tapped in for us, and it picked up our order right here and started dropping down. So we've already made money from the short opportunity. Now, we want to go long, and so if price action come down here, this is where we want to take it from, right? We can go ahead and set an order, set an order in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put in an order. Boom, 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 $100. It's very close. It can happen overnight, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put an order in there, and the entry 1.8 1.76469 exit, 1.7620. Well, let me change that a little bit to my where I put a stop loss, right? 1.76095. Okay, all right. But profit, TP, TM, use proper risk management, guys. And guys, for those of you that are watching this, you know, I have a new batch of training that has just started yesterday, October 4th. So we have not gone in deep yet. So if you're interested in joining this batch, you know, go ahead and, you know, WhatsApp the number that you see on your screen, scrolling at the bottom of your screen. You know, join one of the WhatsApp groups and you know, Telegram group as well, and reach out. Do reach out if you're interested in being part of the October class that got started just yesterday. All right. So that's the story for the EURAUD. All right, EURAUD. That's what we're looking at over here. Like I said, we already make money from the short opportunity over here. EURAUD. We already sold right here. We made money with this, as you guys see. And then, you know, for now, we want to go long when it comes down here, right? Okay. All right. Let's try the GBP NZD. I'm already sleepy, guys, but let's do this. Let's run through some of this market and see what we can find, and then, you know, we're just gonna call it night. All right. That's how you make money, guys. You look at the week ahead. Don't wait till Monday morning, night. No, you look at the week, you know, way ahead, right? Okay, all right. So let's look at the GBP NZD. Is there anything interesting on the GBP NZD? I think we made money also on that the other week, yeah, the previous week as well. And even NZD USD, same thing as well. We make some money. GBP USD, GBP NZD, right? So Great Britain pound, New Zealand dollar. That's what it is. Let me look at the daily first over here. We already have an order sitting, waiting, right? As you guys can see, we already have some good order sitting right there and waiting, right? I was going to say this zone looks good, but it has already been tested twice. You know, as it was making its way out, it tested it, and then this one also wicked into that as well. So that is not a good zone for now. Yeah, so we already have a 1 hour zone right here. So let's look at the 4 hour. Let's see if something has changed. Something is looking okay. Look at the 2 hour zone. Okay. Yeah, so this 1 hour zone is what is sitting right here. Yeah, it's just this one hour zone that is sitting right here, and these are the coordinate, guys. If you want to take it, you know, you can. Always use proper risk management, right? All right, so that's the story for the GBP NZD. Let's move on. We don't have time. Yeah, there's this zone sitting right here. That's the only thing interesting. That's the only thing interesting for me. And let me look at the 4 hour again and see if there's anything interesting. If not, then we sit on our hands and wait, right? We're going to sit our hands and wait, guys. We're going to sit our hands and wait. Right, there's nothing interesting. I don't see anything Interesting right here. So we already have a buy limit order sitting right here. And that's a coordinate for that. All right. So that's the story. That's the story for the GBP NZD. All right, let's look at the NZD USD. NZD USD too. Let's look at the story for NZD USD. What's happening with NZD USD? So we have a buy limit as well. We analyze something right here, NZD USD. Yeah, I can see price action is coming right in there. We had a 4 hour. Is it a 4 hour? Yes, there's a 4 hour. Short opportunity. Sitting right there, and we have look at that. Let me see a 2 hour time frame. But I just don't like how these bases are forming as it's been coming up. This is why I mentioned about the arrival, right? I don't like these formations, right here, as it is making its way to our where our order will be sitting. I don't like the formation of all this. This is going to be a hindrance, right? It's going to be a hindrance to our profitability. It's going to be a hindrance to our profitability. So I can see what happened over here. So it came, boom, touch on this, and then drop a little bit down here, and then ran through that, came up. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm still gonna go ahead. So I'm still gonna go ahead and put in an order over here, a sell limit order, over here. Boom. All right. I'll put in alerts to let me know if price is coming close. Yeah, if I need to change something, right? So the exit is 0.58674, and then the entry is what? 58, same thing. 58555. Okay, all right. It's a 4 hour. It's yeah. I wanted to take it on the. There's a lot of consolidation over here. It's making me think that it's not going to be a strong zone. There's a lot of accumulation and distribution going on here. It stayed in there for a long time, right? Time is not looking good in here, right? As our enhancer, time is not looking good over here. It took too much time in this zone, right? It's too much time, over here, right? It's too much time over here. So I don't like how, the time that it's all this accumulation and distribution going on, consolidation going on. I don't really like it, right? I don't like it. I'll prefer, something like this over here. Yeah, I'll prefer something like this over here. Let me take a look at this at the 2 hour time frame and see. 1 hour. Okay, all right. But guys, hey, if you want to take this one, I would say be careful or use confirmation entry, right? If you want to take this, maybe use confirmation entry because it's there's a lot of consolidation going on, and let me look at the time of formation. So it forms somewhere around 9 p.m. And that typically is, yeah, New Zealand. New Zealand is already awake. What is the current time in New Zealand, right? So current time in New Zealand, yeah. Whoa. So yeah, it formed at their peak time, which is good because current time in New Zealand, as I speak, I type, and then we talk about this, is 4 p.m. It's already 4:21 p.m. in New Zealand, Auckland or Wellington, right? One of their cities. It's already 4:21 p.m. So if something form around 9 p.m. or whatever over here, as I can see, is this 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.? Okay, I can see 17. So it looks like 9 a.m. or something like that. That's like good time. So the zone can be it carries some weight, right? Carries some weight. We can hold on to that. All right. Guys, if you want to take that, you can go ahead and do that, right? Or you can do a confirmation entry, right? Confirmation entry means what? You wait for price action, what is happening and what is coming. You wait for it to come all the way halfway through the zone, right? Halfway through your exit price and entry price, and then you take a sell stop. It's not going to be a sell limit, right? This time around, you put in a sell stop order so that if price was to rally out from this, range, it will pick your order up and then come down, rally down with it, right? Drop down with it. So if you want to do a confirmation entry, that's great. If you want to take a sell limit to, hey, go for it, right? For do a sell limit to go for it, make sure that it meets your trade style and purpose, right? I know it's not everybody that trades all these currencies, right? You have specific currency that you trade, right? And that's okay. All right. All right. So what's the story of let's look at the last one over here for the currencies, right? The last one for the currencies is going to be GBP, JPY, GBJPY. So we analyzed this, last week or last week or something, and we made some good money. As you can see, dropped all the way just like that, right? This should be, oh my God, this is 9-1, almost 10-1. Look at that, right? Okay, all the way down here, that's 10-1. So if it was $1,000 that you put in, that's almost like what? Times 10, right? That's 10,000 already, right? So if you raised $10,000, that's like 10,000 already. You made $10,000 from this one, right? So this was a trade we analyzed, the previous week, and it came right through, tap it, and then rally all the way down, just like we expected it to do, right? So we've made money from this GP, JPY, we've made money from this. All right, let's look at what is happening today, and if there are any opportunity for us. All right. So look at the daily. Wow, I see where price is right now. It's pushing all the way up. So let's see if we can find something, where price is pushing all the way up to, right? So daily time frame. Yeah, price is currently here. There's a current price. I can see the green line over here. So it's making its way up. How about a 4-hour time frame? Take a look at it and see the formations that we have, here. Okay. So 4-hour time frame. Let's see what we got going on here. See what we have here going on. All right. Okay, so got a 2-hour time frame. Okay, it's got a 2-hour time frame. Let's see if there's anything looking good or looking better from the 2-hour time frame as well. Okay. All right, let's come back to the day. Let's take a look at the daily. Look at the daily again, and look at the 4 hour and see if there's something. We can short something. We can short. So on the daily, we see the structure over here. A drop, base drop. We see something over here, a drop. Go sideways, and then a drop again. Right? We definitely see the base drop. Let me see the time of formation. Wow. All this has happened last year. And then 4 hour time frame. Let's take a look at the 4 hour time frame as well. Let's look at the 4 hour time frame. All right. Okay. So GBPJPY, for GBPJPY, all right. So that's the story for the GBPJPY. It's an explosive, move up here. Where the market open, it's almost up in there, right? So almost up. If I want to show the market, that's where I'll be willing and ready to look at, a short opportunity for the GBPJPY. Okay. The entry price, exit price. here for GBP JPY. All right, it's gonna be entry 202.373, 203.87. That's the story for the GBPUSD. And if we wanted to go long too, you guys know exactly we're gonna go long, right? If we wanted to go long, right? It's gonna be right here. But that is far away, right? That's far. I'm going to throw in an alert here that, hey, let me know price action comes close, right? Let me know. All right. So that's started for the GBPJPY. For the rest futures market, hey, you have access to my grade, right? If you don't have access to the grade, guys, this is the opportunity for you to subscribe and then check out the WhatsApp group, in the description. There's a WhatsApp group in the description. The Telegram group also in the description as well, where I share the trade grid. The trade grid contains almost more than 20 tradable assets for futures market, and also some ETFs, that is stocks as well, to take. So make sure to look for the WhatsApp. Let me put a WhatsApp here in the comment section so that if you desire to be part of the community, go ahead and you go ahead and join. I have several opportunities for all these currencies, right? When I look at the trade grade, I have several opportunities for the currencies that are on the futures market. The opportunities on crude oil, the opportunities on micro Bitcoin, the opportunities on copper, the opportunities on the indexes, the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell, opportunities on all these markets on the grid, right? So if you want to, on gold, on silver, on all these, tradable metals, right? All these assets. So please go ahead, look for the subscribe to the channel. Definitely, you definitely want to do that. Reach out if you want to be part of the October class that just started yesterday. That's a WhatsApp number on your screen, scrolling down there on your screen, right? So send us a message. And also the WhatsApp, link. Let me add that in the comment section so that you can go ahead and join the community, be part of the community. That is where I share all these trades, for futures, for all the other markets as well, right? So let me go ahead and share that. Let me go ahead and drop that in there. The WhatsApp, the WhatsApp link. Try and look for the WhatsApp link so I can share. that. Um, all right, so here we go. I put the That's the WhatsApp link, and then also the Telegram link as well. So make sure that you join all these communities out there, right? The WhatsApp link and the Telegram link. Make sure you join. That's where you get to see a lot of all these opportunities that we're talking about here, right? Make some money from all these opportunities. All right, guys. It's very late. I'm just gonna allow you guys to go and rest. But tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be updating the futures market. Our 15 minutes zones, 15 minutes opportunities on the trade grid that we have. Right. Take a look at the market quick in the morning, and then see what has been done on the Globex. Right. The Globex session. Throughout the night, the European session. Take a look at that, and then based upon that, we'll do our analysis and then take a trade for the futures market as the market opens in the morning. Right. So, guys, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you join the communities as well, whether the WhatsApp, the Telegram. Join it. That's where we get to share a lot of trade secrets on there, right? So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys maybe on Wednesday night, where we take a look at the midweek review. We look at what has happened for the next 3 days or so. All right. Good night and trade well.